The Life and Legacy of Martin Luther King by Emily Rapp. Martin Luther King was the famous leader in the African American civil rights movement. He was born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia. Martin Luther King was very well known for public speaking at his high school, Booker T. Washington High School. King then married Coretta Scott King on June 18, 1953. He received his Ph.D. from Boston University in 1955. Rosa Parks was then arrested on December 1, 1955, in Montgomery, Alabama, for refusing to surrender her seat on a bus to a white passenger. This then sparked the Montgomery bus boycott. King's role in the boycott made him a national figure and spokesperson for the civil rights movement. Martin Luther King's nonviolent protesting was criticized by many different groups such as the militant Nation of Islam, led by Malcolm X. King's method of nonviolent computation led to mass arrests in Birmingham, including his own. From his jail cell, King wrote the now famous letter from Birmingham jail on August 29, 1963. King became a leader in the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. There, King gave his most famous I Have a Dream speech in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Many of the rights King fought for were then enacted into U.S. law through the Civil Rights Act in 1964 in Selma, Alabama on March 7, 1965. An attempt at a civil rights march ended in a mob and police violence. This day is now known as Bloody Sunday, which brought a major turning point in gaining the public support of the civil rights movement. In 1966, King led the most ambitious civil rights campaign in the North, the Chicago Open House movement. In 1968, King and the SCLC wanted to organize the Poor People's Campaign to march on Washington to protest for economic justice. On March 29, 1968, MLK was assassinated at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. Days after King's death, Congress passed the Civil Rights Act of 1968. The Martin Luther King Memorial is now located in Washington, D.C. King is known for having dedicated his life to the nonviolent struggle for racial equality in the United States.